The transparent prison. Everyone wanted 100. He chose 0.
1.
On the blacksmith Kai's chest, the number was falling. 98. 71. 43. 9. The whole village had gathered in the square to watch. Someone dropped their bread. Someone cried out. "Stop, Kai! Come to your senses!" The elder was shouting. No one had ever heard him raise his voice like this. Everyone knew what 0 meant. Losing your house. Losing your work. Losing your right to bread. That was exactly why the whole square stood frozen. Watching the hammer in Kai's hand refused to stop. 3 days ago, Kai had held the 3rd highest number in the village. 2 points away from becoming the youngest 100-point citizen in its history. And now that same man was smashing everything to pieces with his own hand. Why? The answer began 3 days ago in the dark. 2. It started when one man's stone turned black without warning. Goran, Kai's old master, was the finest blacksmith the village had ever had. He'd taught more young men than anyone, repaired. More broken tools for free than anyone. And one morning, the crystal in his chest had gone dark. Unpaid work generates no profit for the exchange. That was all the judge said. Goran protested. The next day, his bread ration was cut off. Kai went straight to the elder. "Goran has given more to this village than anyone. Why is he being punished?" The elder only smiled and said nothing. That night, Kai's own number dropped by 1 point. He had only asked a question, and the number fell anyway. For the first time, Kai understood. This stone wasn't measuring good deeds. It was measuring something else entirely. 3. That night, Kai broke into the elder's house. Behind a locked door, he found the judge's ledger. His hand froze on the page. Woman who gave bread to a sick child, -12. Man who guarded the elder's storehouse, +18. Goran, who repaired the bridge for free, -31. Judge who collected the bridge toll, +40. Young man whose debt was forgiven, -20. Tax collector who passed that debt to another family, +35. There it was, the truth behind the numbers. Helping people didn't raise your score. Creating value outside the exchange lowered it. Protecting the exchange's profits raised it. Kai searched for his own name. Blacksmith Kai. Capable. Obedient. High future value. Final disposition upon reaching 100 points to be determined by the exchange. The word disposition cut into him just as the door opened behind him. 4. Old Mira stood there. One of the judges. "So you found it. Are you going to report me?" "Not yet." Mira glanced at the ledger. Her eyes held something that wasn't fear and wasn't pity either. "I just want to see what you do with it." Kai had no idea what she meant. The next morning, the elder summoned him. "I know you've seen the ledger." The elder spoke calmly. "Good timing, then. In 2 days, you'll be certified as the youngest 100-point citizen this village has ever known. Tradition requires the candidate to direct 4 villagers in acts of virtue, so the stones can prove their judgment to everyone watching. If you take that stage, it will restore the trust Goran's case shook loose. And if he refused, your apprentice's bread stops tonight." 5. 2 days later, the village gathered in the square. The ceremony began. Kai ordered a woman with a starving child to give away her bread. Then he ordered a nearby judge to take it from her. He had an old man repair a broken well, and the elder's nephew charge him for the repair. None of the stones moved. Kai's heart lurched. He knows. He's ready for this. Then from the judge's bench, Mira raised her staff. Its tip struck a silver clasp glinting behind the podium. The clasp fell forward into full view. A thin silver wire ran from it straight to the crystal pillar and into the elder's sleeve. The square went silent. Everyone could see exactly what it was. Mira never looked at Kai. Her eyes stayed on the elder. An instant later, every stone in the square lit up at once. The woman's number fell. The judge who'd taken her bread rose. The old man's number fell. The nephew who'd charged him rose. So that's what this stone really is. Someone murmured it. For the first time, the elder's composure cracked. 6. Silence! The elder roared. But it was too late. Will you believe this man's little performance? The stone decides. I decide nothing. Several villagers were already pointing at the silver wire, coiled on the platform. No one was listening to him anymore. Kai pulled the stolen page from his coat. Then who wrote this ledger? The elder said nothing. The silence was answer enough. Kai drew the smith's hammer from his belt. The elder's face went white. Stop. 3 strikes and the registration is gone. I'm not a price tag. Kai brought the hammer down on the crystal in his chest. 98. Second strike. 71. Third. 43. 9. Hero. The crystal didn't shatter. Only the number disappeared. 7. The morning after Kai hit 0, the ration officer took his bread token. Not long after, the tax collector arrived at his workshop. Pay this month's due. Kai pointed at the 0 on his chest. The collector flipped through his ledger again and again. There was no line for collecting from someone at 0. Then close the shop. Elder's orders. Whose orders? Check the registry. Is my name even in it? The collector checked. It wasn't. Not in the registry, not in any contract, not on any debt. Kai no longer existed as far as the system was concerned. He kept the shop open anyway. He traded bread for repairs, repairs for tools, directly, no score involved. At first, no one came. Then the woman who'd given away her bread and lost her number showed up. Then the old man who'd fixed the well. Within a month, half the village had stopped using the exchange. The elder tried to walk away from it too. But every citizen who reached 100 points was bound by contract to personally guarantee the exchange's entire debt. The higher your number climbed, the deeper the system owned you. 8. On a winter morning, the villagers tore down the crystal pillar. There was no cheering. One man kicked at the fallen stone, while keeping his own crystal hidden under his shirt. That afternoon, villagers lined up outside Kai's workshop, shards of crystal in their hands. Give us new scores. This time, let the right person decide. You're the one who can judge fairly. At the back of the line stood Mira. She held no crystal shard. Instead, cradled in both arms, she carried a brand new ledger. The pillar had fallen. But the line was longer than it had ever been. Was freedom what they actually wanted? Or just a new master who would finally score them right?